Ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy, the Doordash Revolution, co-host today, Hulksmash. You know, he's getting himself together at the moment while I'm still trying to get some things together. I got to go back and see can I pull the news coverage up that I had earlier. Was listening to and everything. Ladies and gentlemen, what we want you to know is you got to be careful out here. We want to start off this coverage talking about what's going on in Memphis, and we're having a whole lot of killings, a whole lot of shootings in the area and everything. So I want to make sure that people is aware of how dangerous it is this time of the year as I get ready to go to the news coverage as we speak. Let's see, can I pull it up right quick? As if they let me do it. Let's see. Let's see. They want to talk about some dogs and burglaries. Hold on. Let's see, can I do this here? Now, I had the app on that phone there. Let's see. All kinds of stuff going on. Let's see, can I pull it up? All right, Hook. Go ahead and speak to the people while I'm going ahead and do that.
Okay, let me go see if I get to the chat there.
All right, all right, all right, all right.
How you doing today, everybody? How's everybody doing? How's everybody days going? My day's going pretty good. I was just dealing some stuff with the family and things like that. I did a little work today, just to get a little bit of extra money. But I'm just ready for the holidays, just celebrating the holidays and stuff like that.
Hello, Miko,
So
the entrepreneur. How you doing today? You can
so
go ahead, Hook. I just was recognizing she was in the room.
oh yeah. What I'm doing for the holidays is, just gonna sit down and relax. I'm not doing no cooking like I did for Thanksgiving, so I'm happy on that. It was a good spread, but this time I'm just doing, the sit down, relaxing and stuff. I did a lot of prepping. Some of the work. The heat was messed up in people's house, so I helped that get that done. They had a little electrical fire. I caught that. Thank God I saw that, but that would have been really really bad. So, Christmas so far is coming around, but I thank God, every day, And to me, I'm a good Christian man. I just like to say, I want to celebrate the Lord Jesus Christ, because it's His birthday. So don't forget that, because that's always something there. It's His day, that
Right,
He was born on this planet here for us. And
right,
he had a mission. He just didn't know it all the way, but he had a mission to save us from our sins. So that's the
right.
main thing. So,
That's
but
that's
just
very
be careful
imperative.
out there because this week coming, starting Sunday, start tomorrow. I call it the Christmas week. Everybody's gonna be out there running around, getting last minute stuff and things like that. People gonna start getting ready for their trips if they're gonna go somewhere to drive. People gonna start if they ain't gone yet. They're gonna start this week too, and things like that. This be patient when you go inside these retail stores and stuff because there's gonna be lines and stuff and things like that. Just plan for a little day. If you could get out early, I would do that. If you can. If you can't, then you have to just do what you can do. That's all I can say with that. Christmas stuff there. And always be aware around your surroundings and things like that. It's a little safety. You know, um, just be kind. Kindness is free. Shout out to Kim Side Money Plans. That's her little saying. So I had to shout out to her for that.
Right,
But
right,
she's right. Kindness is free. And just have the little Christmas cheers. Just think of some happy thoughts and stuff. I know things. I have a story a little bit here. Like Christmas. Uh, you know, it hurts some people. I use my little story. My wife. She lost her father during Christmas. That was 8 years ago. So, Christmas was kind of hard for her because of that situation. And then now she's going through a situation with her sister with the same aspect. She got out of surgery the other day on Friday. Everything went good. She's home and she's recovering now. That's another process. But with my wife, she is opening up that she's doing decorations and stuff. She hasn't done no decorations for 8 years since her father passed. I've been doing the decorations, but she hasn't been. But like sometimes it's just not just my story. I know other people got their stories, but try to think of something happy. I know it's quite hard to because of certain situations, and I don't know your situation, but just try to do the best. Try to get some kind of holiday cheer in. You know, talk to people if you can, the people you love and trust, and things like that.
All right.
So,
Yeah, you right about that. Before we go forward, we have Miko the entrepreneur in here in the chat room. We also have the information man. Glad to see you here, brother. DoorDash Revolution is good to see you live, brother. Yeah, it's good to be here. What we trying to address is the safety awareness during this time. Is to be vigilant. Mrs. Reese, how you doing today? Glad to see you in here as well. We got to be vigilant. We got to be careful. We just gotta be paying attention to detail all the time. I'm gonna go ahead and share news coverage, one of the many incidents that happened in Memphis here, and we get ready to do that at this moment. If it pull up, police investigate. When I get an emergency call, it's a race against the clock. Precision is key in these moments. Being an essential worker comes with a lot of responsibility. Taking care of my fellow residents gives me purpose. I'm proud to be a Comfort Dynamics technician. Investigating tonight after a man was shot and killed in South Memphis. Good evening to you. I'm Joy Redmond.
And I'm Joe Birch. Action News 5 Stephanie Douglas joins us now live from the scene with what we know at this point. Stephanie?
Good evening, Joy and Joe. This is just new information we learned. Well, witnesses on the scene tell us that this shooting incident is related to a shooting that happened earlier this week. They say the two are connected. Now, I did reach out to MPD that confirmed the shooting happened 2 days ago on the 1500 block of Victor Street. That's just right up there. They say the victim was a 34-year-old man who was shot but in non-critical condition. But as for this shooting scene, I just want to take you over here live right now and show you what we've been seeing for the past couple of hours here on Orange Avenue in South Memphis. Police say that this shooting incident happened just after 12 this afternoon. Investigators who left just about an hour ago have been canvassing this driveway, laying down evidence markers. Memphis police says that this was where one man was killed. You can see that there's dozens of people out here. I'm told that this is friends, family, and concerned citizens. As of right now, Memphis police say there is no suspect information available at this time. But if you have any information, you're encouraged to contact Crime Stoppers at 901-528-CASH. For now, reporting live in South Memphis, I'm Stephanie Douglas, Action News 5.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's what's going on here. We had a lot of shootings down Riverdale. 5 got hit. I think 2 is in critical condition, and they just shooting all over the place. People is very aggressive. It look like it's been like this since the pandemic is over with. Everybody out here, they just being so aggressive. They look like they're ready to go off snap finger ready, right? Even if you're looking just to pay attention to who's around you, and they looking at you like they ready to jump off. They're just waiting at the right moment to jump off. And delivery drivers, especially the Amazon delivery drivers, be careful out here. The trucks are getting robbed and people putting their packages at the door. They taking them off the porch. You got the porch pirates. Let's be vigilant for each other when we going out here in these streets. We got to take care of our lives out here, ladies and gentlemen, and that's what's going on right now. Be sure to look at the blind spots before you step out. If you be sure that you look around your surroundings, and around buildings or dumpsters if you're in apartment complexes and things such as that. Pay attention to these blind spots. If you're not paying attention to these blind spots, you're gonna get got. And if you're at home, you got your own residence. You're living and you got a mortgage on your house. You're making house payments and stuff. Be sure to cut them bushes down to where it's not tall enough for a person to hide behind it and all of it. And be careful and everything. Make sure that your ring cameras is on. Make sure your motion lights is working properly. Just be vigilant at all times. And most important, stay off them dick'em phones. Don't have your face glued to the phone. That's one of the biggest and number one distractions that's going on. We had a safety awareness in our last video with Hulksmash, and we talked about paying attention to things such as this. And I'm going to let him go ahead and tell you more about safety awareness as I'm right now paying attention to my surroundings. Go ahead, Hulk. You're on mute. I think you're on mute.
Yeah, I did that. So, right there.
All right,
Why I was piggybacking off of him is because like at your own house, like if you have smoke detectors and stuff in your house, you're doing a lot of cooking on these holiday times. You should check them to make sure they work. Always good to have some kind of fire extinguisher around too. In your house. So if something happens, get an ABC fire extinguisher so you can have an Alpha Bravo Charlie fire to take out. So if you can get an ABC fire extinguisher, you know. But yeah, some people probably don't know that. Like a lot of times accidents happen right there in your own home. You washing, you know, uh, the in-laws are coming. Oh man, they're here early and stuff, and you over there cooking and stuff, and now you scrambling to do all this stuff, and then you got all these kids running around and all that stuff, and
right,
things can happen. So you want to just be vigilant and stuff. This is for your own safety, personal as well, and then you could do stuff. You know, take this out there to the streets too.
right,
Things like that. Like with your lights. Like things are changing. Your car. You gotta check your air pressures in your tires and stuff. Because the cold makes your tires compressed, so you have your proper air temperature when it's colder, when it's hot. Yeah, if you're in the colder climate areas, you want to make sure that you have the right antifreeze for the cold climates. If you don't, you want to get that because you don't want your radiator to freeze. Also,
right,
when you windshield wiper fluid, you don't want that windshield wiper fluid that's like 32 plus, and you in climates first aid kits. There you go. You got your first aid kit. You don't want that windshield wiper fluid that's 32 plus above, and you in climates that's going to be 20 below, or 20 degrees and below. So you want to try to get that too, because the winter time coming. You know, make sure you got treads in your tires and things like that. Oil. Make sure you got all that stuff. Get flashlights. Shout out to Roy. People make fun of them, but flashlights are important. You never know you could get. You're in a situation. Your car decides to die out for whatever reason. You get stuck. In a snowbank or something. Could you slide off the road? You need to got flashlights and stuff so you can see, and then people can see you, especially on a road that has no lights on. So sometimes it's good to have a flashlight. Not just delivering food, but when you're driving, and little stuff like that. You just show the first aid kit. That's good too. You know, things like that. So it's just little stuff. You don't have to get it all at once, but just look into it. You don't have to get the like. Try not to get the cheapest, but get what you get it for. If you go out there and you know and think, oh, I gotta have the higher end. Just start where you can, and then work your way up. If you want to get something more, or to save up money and then get it. Don't try to stress yourself over it, things like that. So also holidays, also in the holidays there too. It's a lot of traffic with the churches. A lot of churches are doing stuff. They ain't doing it. They already been doing it already. So you're gonna have a lot of traffic jams and more traffic on the road. So things are gonna be a little slower. So church is gonna have their little things going on through the week, and then all kinds of parties and everything like that. So and people driving and stuff everywhere. So you be vigilant, give yourself some more time, space, use the app to your advantage because of the traffic. A lot of traffic's gonna be, and you're gonna be in traffic. So try to use apps that you can make money off of in traffic. You know, so that's an EBT. You know, you're getting paid for wait time, and from the time you pick up the order to the time you drop it off and clear the order out. So all that will be you get paid for. So be vigilant, try to change up. Some of the apps. A lot of people got different apps, so try to use them for your advantage for that kind of thing.
All right. With
So,
that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and read a few of the comments in here. We also have Mrs. Reese off in here. Bobby is off in here. Necro getting bags is in here, and hello Andy. Andy been doing a lot of research, and he's been doing a lot of checking out the videos, and he's interacting, with us on a lot of good questions. Matter of fact, my notes are in the house because he put down a good question, and I wanted to answer it today, but I left them notes inside the house. Everything is well. We taking care of ourselves, man. We just wanted to make people be aware of, their safety. Your life is important. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? And do what you can to protect yourself. Now, to change the narrative just a little bit, um, I don't know how many drivers know what's going on. I put out a 2-minute video talking about 3,500 drivers, Doordash drivers, have been recalled from the top dasher status. I'm one of them. And people gonna probably say, here go DoorDash again. Well, in my situation, not this time. And those other drivers, not this time as well, because I had a good 20-minute conversation with the driver support team, and they was explaining what the situation was. The thing is that I missed the delivery by criteria by one delivery, and I checked it 3 times. They are correct. I did miss it. So yeah, that's the reason why they did a recall on 3,500 drivers. They said they've been getting a whole lot of phone calls, and I want to know that if any drivers they got that recall, to reach out on this channel. I want to hear your story about it, your experience about it. But that's what's basically going on. So I did a miscount, thinking, okay, I got enough to get over the hump, but I actually didn't have enough. I noticed the screen started acting different. I noticed I wasn't getting the orders like I supposed to, and my ratings was off the charts. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, something not right. And then when I turned it on today, I was out there at 11 o'clock. I was like, man, why is it gray? I said, this is unusual for Top Dasher unless it's an update or a glitch going on for the new program. And then I looked at it again. I said, this is the same type of stuff that was happening to me when I was a non-top dasher. So when I went on the screen and schedule, it was like, well, you can't go on to 2 o'clock. I said, I'm gonna call them and find out. Yeah, that's what it is. They went ahead and all of those that they had approved for top dasher, they went ahead and did a recall on that. So I want drivers to be aware that's happening out here. You're not going to hear any content creator talking about it. Like I said, I just made a phone call. I done heard people in the past say, man, he calls DoorDash too dead much. Yeah, I'm going to call him. If I have a problem, I'm going to call them. If it's a situation, I'm going to call them. And that's another thing. They got something in the driver's app as well, where you can get that 911 assistance if anything going down as well. Would you like to elaborate on that for me, Hulk?
yeah, I'll do so. They also got the share. You can share your ride with somebody you trust. Like I share with my wife, so she knows where I'm at. I also have an app on my phone for my car I drive from both cars that we have. It's an app, and it does that. But with DoorDash, they um they have it in the app that you can share your ride, with people. Um, you also got an emergency contact, so if something happens to you, make sure that's up to date. It's in the DoorDash app too, that you can do that too, the emergency contact. With that. Now with the 911 call, I haven't used it yet, but what it is say you're in a predicament and you have your phone, but you can't really say much. You can just hit that. It'll directly go to 911 emergency dispatch service. Just like a knife alert, like somebody's phone can't get up, they have the thing on there. It's the same kind of concept. Um, so they'll try to talk to you. They can't really, you can't really say. They'll automatically use your GPS on your phone to track you down and send help to you. They also have on the app for safety that they'll send a message. I'm sure how the drivers saw it just to see if you're okay. So you know they'll send that once around, ask you for the safe or whatever, or you're okay. It's just a little checkup that they do, and it'll just pop up on your screen. Sometimes like that. So that's another safety features and stuff that's on the app. I'm sure it's probably been around a lot, but that's what it does.
All right. Since I'm not able to go to my driver app because I'm on the phone, doing the live, the phone I normally use to do my app. If you don't mind, could you go to your driver app for me, George?
Okay. Well, let me go on my tablet to get on the screen again. I guess because I'm on
No.
my phone. I'm on
Well,
my phone too.
you're not gonna be able to show it. Then we're gonna hold up on that. You're not
Well,
gonna
I
be
was
able to
gonna
do it.
say I could go on my tablet. Can you send that
Nope,
screen back to me? Oh, okay.
it's not
Yeah.
gonna work.
Yeah, because I
Um,
don't have two. I don't have two phones. I have a tablet, but I didn't put that down, and I didn't put it on my tablet.
you you're
I
not
could
by
probably
yourself,
download.
bro. You're not by yourself.
Yeah,
So yeah. So
yeah. I got
what I'm
mine
gonna
right here.
okay.
Yeah, uh,
Yeah.
I got right here.
All
It's in
right.
here.
What model is that
So,
one that you got? That tablet. What model is it?
uh, Microsoft Office Com 3. Yeah,
You
I'll
just
check it out.
you just bought it? Yeah. Go ahead and do a little slick review for us.
Well, I had it out that time when I was on Research Stream, and I had that thing with the DWO
Mm-hmm.
on Gig that. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
was actually on this tablet, and then I used my other phone.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Hello, Red.
but see here.
Yeah, take your time. Take your time. What we was
Yeah,
talking about.
I downloaded it up, and see, I can't get these things off my screen here, so you can see.
Okay, let me address this comment while you're doing that.
Okay.
Andy Ausman, yeah, I received text from not DoorDash to let me about dashes miss or deliveries not fulfilled. All good. Anytime you have any type of hiccup like that or glitch going on, be sure to reach out to driver support. Because you got customers running these scams again. And I have showed where DoorDash had it in the app for where you could take pictures, before you can confirm the order. I also was doing before that happened. I would go into the text message. There it is. That's a nice tablet here. There. Go ahead, George. What's up, Mr. G?
So,
What name brand is that tablet?
it's a Microsoft Com 3. Microsoft Surface Com 3.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's actually a computer because it has a stand right here. I bought
Mm-hmm.
two, the one for my wife and one for me, so he has a stand on the back.
Okay.
And right here, yeah, it's for that I can sit it on the keyboard, so then I can have a laptop. But I got it on tablet mode because I didn't bring the laptop part.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Everything is well, Mr. G, man. Our health is up and good. At my age, you got to make sure that blood is flowing right and that the pressure is right. So I keep a check on it from time to time. And then during the winter time, I changed my eating habits anyway. I'm gonna have to take my granddaughter's diet. Majority of the times of when she's on that juice. So that's what I'm gonna be on. I'm gonna be on that juice and water, and everything and all of that. I just got through messing with them for a little while. It was glad to see me. When I got ready to step out the door, You know how it goes when they miss their papa. So we spread time. We also talked to one of our Conrad's shipmate, Hulk. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, brother Fitzgerald. What does everyone think about a union of drivers getting together for all of us, financially, safety, and otherwise? Apologize if too many questions. That's not too many questions because, see, you being sincere, you want to know information, and we try our best to provide that information. A lot of drivers did talk about it. I think, if I'm correct, Rideshare Rodeo talked about it, and that's all that's being talked. We hadn't got together on that, but that has been put out there, but a lot of change is going to happen, and we see those changes happening. The capping and the throttling of the orders and all of that is definitely happening now.
And say I got
Go ahead.
my Google page up,
Oh, that's
and
nice.
then there's you right there. You
Mm-hmm.
on live right now, so I didn't want to hit it because they'll have an echo.
Right,
But
right.
like I said, if I was on this and then I could do that, then I could go on my Doordash app. So next time we do, I'll make sure I'm on this on you. You might have to do StreamYard because it's more like a computer format than the other one. So if you do the StreamYard, then I'll be on this, and then I could show you the Doordash app what you want on that phone.
Right. We could do either or. I could do StreamYard. I can do YouTube. It's another one that I may start using too. So I will be doing live streams off of 3 different venues. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe
Yeah.
sometimes people want to come on the panel, and we'll be able to accommodate them on it. I will be doing them things next year. I'm doing certain things with YouTube. Testing some things out, and then I'm gonna,
Mm-hmm.
as soon as the next survey they come out and ask questions, I'm gonna put down my feedback and show a
Mm-hmm.
few of my videos, man, for review, so they can see
Mm-hmm.
how well it's going and all of that. We got Mr. G in the house and the Ausman in the house. We have Gig Wars official in the house. Red is in here. Gig Drive Thrive is in the house. We have Mrs. Reese, and Reese is also there too. We have them in the house as well. Nick Rose getting bags. We have them in the house. Bob is in here. Information Man is in the house. Miko the entrepreneur, she's in the house. And I got a lot of projects going on next year, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
What else you got for us, brother? Before I get going, you know me, I'm long-winded.
oh, you're good. No, I just got your stream up now with it on
Okay,
there. Yeah, you
okay,
see it?
yeah, I see
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I can see the chat, and
O-
I got it on pause on this side, so I can see the chat, but the chat will still move. It's just
Okay,
that the video will be on pause.
okay.
So
Anytime, if I'm talking or whatever, anytime you talk and you see something we miss in the chat, you already looking at it, which I'm looking at it on this one as well.
yeah,
Go ahead.
you can see Andy and so just put something up on there, and you
Okay.
still Andy Ausman or whatever his name. I don't want to
Yes.
say about Mr. Andy. That came
Yes.
up just now in the chat, and I have the chat on pause. I have the video on pause, so then the chat will still move, so I can see the chat.
Okay. Go ahead and go through the chat and start talking with the people for me. Entrepreneurs. Miko, she's in the house, and yes, what she's trying to do before you get started, she have a dope beverage channel. She is a entrepreneur, and I done had her on here before, and I'm going to be doing projects with her as well.
Mm-hmm.
And she got. I don't want to put all that information out there yet, but yeah, I'm gonna be doing a project with her. But she is an entrepreneur, and everything as well. Go ahead and read the chat line because I see quite a few people I missed.
Well, I got one that I'm gonna read from the bottom up. It says, "Thunder, sup, Hulkster. What's up, Thunder? What's lightning, Thunder? What's lightning at?" Miko, the entrepreneur. Emacs for streaming. That's another streaming site, I guess he was talking about.
Yes.
I don't understand why I
DoorDash Rick
put
in the house.
that on. Why did I delete that message? I must have hit it by accident.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what happened. Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
happened.
I got it back. Yeah, I got it back.
That's all.
Andy, what does everyone think about a union and drivers getting together for all of us, financially, safety, and otherwise? Apologies if. Oh, you already read that one.
Mm-hmm. He
Okay.
want to know what you think about it as well. Now, you my co-host today.
Oh, okay.
See,
Well,
I caught Huck off guard. We was talking and everything, and then boom, here we
yeah,
came. Yeah, we
yeah,
didn't
you
plan
did,
this
but
one.
it's all good, man. It's bringing me some, let me learn some stuff. This is how I'm learning. I'm in the
Right.
learning phase. With the unions, it could go, but how to start a union, we gotta all like want to. I say like want to address certain things. It's like you can't just like have okay, I want this, but they're not gonna do this. You have to address certain things. You have to address certain things. Like if it's money, like transparency, is the main thing that we want. Like all the apps will have transparency. You know. So with transparency, what does he want with transparency? You gotta get in depth with that and explain to that. And then we all gotta like wanna come. Like this good community all's gotta come together, for that, And then talk to I guess you talk to like people in your Congress or whatever. But I don't know too much about that.
I'm having a good day, Thumb. I have a good day every day, despite
What,
what we go through in life and everything. Being alive,
yeah,
that's good enough for me. But we go through our trials, our tribulations, our struggles, our sufferings.
I mean, with unions, with unions, man, it's hard to come by because there's not a lot of people want unions because if the union goes on strikes and you want to work or something because they have them now, you know, you have to go on strike too, and if you don't agree because of certain situations. So, to have a union, you got to really think about it. Is it really worth it, to have a union and do cause? But unions are good though because they help represent the people that they're supposed to represent. So you can have a union as a good thing too. So you have to do your pros and cons on the unions. So,
There's gonna be a lot of changes going on. I can't reveal what they are right now.
yeah,
I know about some of them. Thing is, drivers, we messing this program up with the EBT. A lot of people gonna disagree with me on it. A lot of drivers don't know how to do it. They just don't know how to make that money. Let me use an example here. And the thing is, you got to know when it's going to be profitable for you to be on EPO. DoorDash is shuffling a lot of them EBT orders on EPO. So you got to pay attention to that. EPO have the lowest base pay. And yes, the customers tip, but they begin to send a lot of those no tip orders, which should have went first to EBT. They trying to cap how much drivers are getting paid. They don't want to see drivers making $25 plus, on that earned by time. So drivers, another thing that you're gonna have to look out for when you do this earned by time. And I know what I'm talking about. I'm doing a case study, right? And this is gonna go back to what Andy was talking about, because I think he was looking at one of my videos and it was talking about the DoorDash merchant portal. Okay. On that video, you can see, they can see when the driver is there. They can also hit that order is ready, because I get the notification sometimes. Sometimes we get the notification that the order is ready, and then sometimes we don't get that notification. That's because one of the restaurant employees forgot to hit it. No soon as you see they hit that notification saying the order is ready, and you still trying to sit out there another 20 minutes, that might cause you to get a contract violation or get deactivated. Reason why I did this case study is to help drivers out here.
I got one. Andy, Mr. Andy said if I could so I could read his message here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I was just reading what let me read what Information Man saying. The DoorDash Revolution keep talking about the real content like you're doing, brother, and leave the YouTubers alone and continue being a content creator. It's about real content and much respect to you. Yeah, I appreciate that. That's great advice. What I want drivers to understand is reason why I said we don't know how to do it, because I'm trying to help drivers keep from getting deactivated. Because you're trying to figure out how to exactly do it. And then we're declining a lot of orders, and they're going to keep kicking them orders out like that there. I hear you, Thunder. I see what you're saying too. So, like I said, that's the thing we want people to understand. He said, I just wanted to pop in and say hi to the show, my support. I'm still working on my honey to-do list. Have a great evening for all. Hi, Red. And then he said, CA. And well, yeah, I understand at all times. Talk to you later. Peace and everything. So that's what we got to do. This program is designed if drivers are not taking the time to pay attention to what they're seeing in the app, not being able to comprehend what's going on, and going there and check in with these restaurant operators. I had a situation. I had just got the order, right? And what happened was I pulled down there. Somebody had been pitching the order, right? I finally get it. So I go over there, I check in, I ask them and everything. Is the order ready? It says it's gonna be 20 minutes. So I sit out there in the car and everything, did what you're supposed to do. Get in touch with the customer, let them know I'm waiting for the order. Then you get in touch with Doordash and let them know the reason why you're waiting on the order. So it was about 10 minutes later, I get a phone call. From Doordash. They were like, the order ready, why you hadn't picked the order up yet? So the order not ready. I said, I just walked out of the building. They told me that it's going to take 20 minutes. I said, I tell you what, we're going to go right back inside and see is that order ready, which the man just told me it wasn't. So we were sitting there another 10 minutes, right? So when nobody come up to the front. So I talked to a couple of people up front. They was like, the person you need to talk to in the back. I said, go ahead and get the person in the back. Then the customer, they was listening. That was already sitting in there waiting on the order, right? So they was like this right here. They was like, look, check this out. I don't know why people are so impatient. Everybody that's been getting orders here, I'm coming in here, and I hope that customer hear you. I'm letting them know, that it's gonna take 20 minutes. Because I'm sitting here 20 minutes. So the DoorDash representative heard it, right? And they got a little upset. The DoorDash representative did. So what they did, they turned around and called the restaurant. So it was another 5 minutes before they got a chance to talk to somebody. And it was like, do you have the order ready for the customer? And it was like, yeah, but I got to go in the back and get it. So it was another 5 minutes after that before I finally got the order. So just be aware when you're doing this EBT that you need to check in. And then that customer was fire hot too. So when I was driving up to the hotel, I'm hearing him out, inside. The man, he was furious. He's like, I tell you what, I've been wanting the food. And see, the lady lied to him like she ordered the food an hour ago. That's the reason why this young man was, he was real angry and stuff. So how do you know that information? I'm gonna get to that in a minute. So I mean, he was hitting the walls and all of this stuff. I tell you what, when that driver get here, I'm gonna get that driver deactivated. I'm gonna get him fired. I'm gonna get him banned off the platform because it took him too that gum long to get the order. Right. So I heard that as I was getting on the elevator, it was the guy talking about the situation. He didn't know I was the driver. He was like, man, that lady lied to dude, man. He'll get ready to put them hands on her. So she just told him anything. She had just ordered that. She had just made that order. So that's what we got to be mindful of, ladies and gentlemen, at all times. Back to safety again. You got to be careful of what you're doing out here. Because suppose I had ran into this man giving the order, and he talked to me a certain kind of way. I talked to him a certain kind of way, trying to diffuse it, and then we had to throw them hands. So you got to be careful of what's going on. Let's go to safety again. Go ahead, Hulk. We got a lot of comments coming in the comments section. Would you go ahead and read some of those for us?
Yeah, I wanted to read this one that Andy Ausman said back after Thunder. I don't know if he caught it. He goes, just wanted to know from both of y'all, man to man, is there any YouTube drivers not to watch? My statement on that is that you gotta look at what you want from a YouTube content creator and take it what you want, and then discard the rest. You know, there's a lot of content creators that do different styles, so it's what you are looking for on there on the show. So
Well,
you know that's really what I have to say about it, because you know I jumped around to a lot of content creators too. I found a lot of them that I do like, and then I come back to them because they show me things, you know, and then they entertain. You know, a lot of them are entertaining different things. Depends on what you're looking for. Like I said, you know, so if you want a lot of like tips and tricks, a lot of fine content creators who do a lot of tips and tricks. If you want people to do ride-alongs, a lot of fine content creators. Want a channel that do like a variety of stuff, you know, not just gig work, but they do other stuff. There's channels that do that too. So it depends on what you are looking for, you know, and your information, what you want. So that's all I gotta say about that one. He has another one down here too. He said something about, because I know that there are garbage deliveries plus excellent deliveries too. People have to help each other out by pros and cons. Are rewards worth taking bad deliveries for rewards? So basically he's asking, you know, like, do you want to take a bad delivery and get like if there are rewards for like taking a bad delivery or so, or rewards worth taking bad deliveries for rewards like that? So I think it depends on what's a bad delivery. You know, like sometimes people might say they might not take a $2.50 order for like 5 miles. You know, but you know, it depends on what's in your market. If you had to know your market and things like that, this might take you to an area that a lot of people are not around. So you take that $2.50 order, then you go in the area that's not around. Then you get a lot of good orders over there instead of always going into the hot zones. So it depends on it, because when you're in the hot spot zones, that means there's going to be a lot of other drivers in that same zone. So you're going to have a lot of competition. So then you might not see them, and then you might, when you go to certain stores, you'll see them because you'll start knowing your market and stuff. So
right.
then, so when you do that, this $2.50 off for 5 miles take you here, but then you have restaurants there, and nobody's really there, so you get a lot of orders there, so nobody's there, and then when they flood there, then you go somewhere else.
All right, I'm gonna answer that question too. Reason why I said woo, because you know that was a real question. Good question too. Now everybody waiting to hear what I got to say. It
The one
depends.
about
It depends on what your preference is. You got different channels, got different categories of content, and all of us, the ones that does content, we put in a whole lot of work in our content, and I want to be able to salute all the content creators right now on the hard work that they do in putting in their content. You know, it depends on your reference on who you want to look to. So I'm not going to tell you who not to look to, look at. You know, you know what your standards are. You know what your principles are, and you know who you are. So the best suggestion I can give you is to look at content that has value for you. You know, and work from there. You know, there's a whole lot of content creators out here. Yes, sometimes we add a little bit too much fluff to it, you know, but that decision had to be yours. And that's the best advice I can give you. Now, if you're looking for information, you know, you got your guy, your driver Mike. Bentley Coupe. There's going to be some people not agreeing with me, but this is my preference. If you was asking me for my preference, I would leave myself excluded, but I do give information. I give a lot of information, so I can't really exclude myself as an informational channel. What I did was I elevated it from how-to information to realistic information. I do a lot of case studies, on these different programs, and I try to share information for new drivers to help them stay in the game and not get deactivated, not get frustrated, you know what I'm saying, not get banned from these restaurants. Because back to what you was talking about, it was a video you was looking at that was on the driver portal. What's up, TFT? How you doing in here? And the thing is about that is with that driver portal, we took time to find out what's going on behind the scenes. We looked at information that Doordash had to say about it, plus our own case study, personal case study ourselves. And you got to be mindful that how that the order is already ready. And if they go ahead and confirm that it's ready to pick up, it's going to show a notification in your Doordash app. A lot of times the restaurant employees don't do it. But more and more of them are beginning to do it due to orders being stolen by drivers or customers lying about they didn't get their order. Either way, the order is being stolen. A lot of drivers, getting deactivated. They shouldn't be getting deactivated because the customer lied on them. Those things go on too. And you got some dishonest drivers out here that are doing it. But all of us not doing it. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, there's so many different scenarios, so many different situations, just like the situation I just explained to you. I was real angry about it, but I kept my pause at the same time. Better business etiquette, quality customer service, excellent professionalism help get you the money that you need out here. It would increase your earnings. Right quick, I probably disappeared off the screen. I was looking at some notifications coming through and all that. I'm good, Rev, visiting with the wife and checking in. I hope everything is still well there and all of that. You got people that's going through different anxieties too, and a lot of them may be alone. They may not have no family members or they going through divorces. This time of the year, I got a friend of mine and he's going through some things this time of the year. It reminded me of my situation, and lo and behold, we got a chance to have that conversation, and that uplifted him a whole lot. I want to do programs with military veterans. I got a project in mind that we can do, especially the ones that are drivers reaching out to the military veterans out here with the resources we need to help our veterans out here, through what we went through. Some of us went through more than others. We talking about warfare, all of that. So yeah, we got something we got to do next year for that. And we got a lot of drivers that are veterans. You know what I'm saying? And I want to make sure that we, touch that platform and have some type of resource that's going to help them and lead them to the resources that will help them. And also I want to give a shout out for a person that created an app called Black Dollar App. Y'all check that app out and everything. I got more information. I'm just not leaking it all out yet. But that young person, they doing great things for the community. It's a resource guide to where you can get connected in the directory of Black businesses and all that in your local area. So there's more information I'll be bringing on it. I got that information from the Information Man show. And like I said, I'm gonna get a chance to reach out to different entrepreneurs or people that will lead us to those resources if you want to get into your own business. So that's another thing we're going to be doing on this channel. Is there's anything that I'm missing right now in the chat, Hulk?
Mr. Andy was saying, hope you all have a great day, and thanks for all the help. I said, you're welcome, at Mr. Andy Ausman. I responded in the chat to him. That was the
Happy,
last thing in the chat. Everything else is caught up. Yes, sir.
appreciate it. Happy holidays. So yeah, we're gonna have Hulksmash on here as our co-host. I will also have other drivers that I trust to be co-hosts as well. You know, to be able to do what he's doing right now. He's looking through the chat lines. He's talking to him. He's talking to him also this way, and he's in the chat doing the same thing. You know, the main purpose of this channel in the new direction where we going in is trying to bridge these gaps in this community here, bridging the gaps between the drivers and the customers. Thunder, he was in here. He's a customer. So I hope that he be able to take that advice that we gave him, and he's a valuable asset as a customer in our community. He can
Mm-hmm.
reach the customers better than we can. You know, I'm a customer too, but I'm a driver, and that's how they're gonna look
Mm-hmm.
at it. You giving it to us from a driver perspective. We want it from a customer perspective. Customer to customer, not a customer slash driver. So that's where Thunder can be very effective with doing
Mm-hmm.
content there. You know, that will bridge the gap in our community right there. Everyone have a unique talent, you know, and a unique skill set that can help bridge the gap in our community. You know, those that had just started coming to our community. You don't know what resources they have. You don't know who they know. You know what I'm saying? That can, you know, help drivers out. So, you know, we trying to stop complaining about it and do something about it. And we talked about have creativity for positivity to kill negativity so we can have a positive environment. You know, because we're no longer in that box anymore, ladies and gentlemen. The world sees us. And we need to look through their parallel lenses to see the image that they see of this community. And we try to address that. And I was the first on the forefront to start doing it with myself, with other content creators, and I have learned so much from them. You know, so much from them on how they view themselves looking at me. So there's a lot of things that I'm gonna be working on, and I'm gonna be moving in the right direction. So you know, you're gonna see less and less of me dealing with drama. You know, we're gonna be dealing with more different things, more different projects that has positivity to it, and
Mm-hmm.
that's where we're going with our channel. That's why I had to do a separation. You can separate with people without having conflict. You can separate from people without having a misunderstanding. You can separate from people because you have growth, they have growth. And now you can grow to a point to where you know where to go in your journey. That person know where they went in their journey, and you have to thank them for the time that you know had interaction with them. Just like Reese and myself, I thank him for the time that I had interaction with him, and we did a lot of great things. And he's moving in a direction with his channel. I'm moving in the direction with mine, and that's all it is. We already done buried the hatchet, but one day, hopefully, we can be able to go on live and be able to tell people that I have learned a whole lot from him. He have learned a whole lot from me. I was glad to have him as a business partner and a content creator that I want to collaborate with. Hey, how's it going, Mr. D? How you going this evening, man? We're glad to have you in the house today and all of that. So that's where we're going with it, ladies and gentlemen. So we really already done buried the hatchet in the sand. We just hadn't did it publicly. But I'm doing it publicly right now. But I think you guys will want to see us do it. And I got to get with him and find out when.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, what else you got to say, brother?
Basically, I was just saying, just enjoy the holidays and just enjoy the time. Um, I'm new at this. He just threw me in there, but I'm gonna get better. It's a learning experience for me on this. I'm gonna lie. But it's interesting. It's a new thing for me, so it's a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I want to take the challenge on. I appreciate it.
I thank
So
you all, man. You done so much in our community, in our neighborhood, on how you interact with all content creators that you interact with. And it's just amazing, man, what you're doing. And you need to be recognized for that. We want to be able to bridge that gap. You be able to bridge that gap with subscribers. You know what I'm saying? To where you can have a voice for them, and then they start speaking as well. That's
Mhm.
bridging the gap in the community as well.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Miko, the entrepreneur, that is what it is about helping each other to get to the next level. But remember, everyone cannot go to the next level with you, just speaking in general. Yeah, you're right. You're
Mhm.
right. The thing is, what we're doing is we're turning the light bulb on in a dark room. And what I mean by that is that once I turn that light bulb on and you see what's going on in your room, it's your responsibility to make the decisions that's going to work for you. When you have people discover truth for themselves and they actually discover it for themselves, they're going to accept your message more better. You know, that's helping them go to whatever level they need to go to.
Mhm.
You know, whatever direction they want to go to. Now they being able to have an idea. You know, now they be able to have a chance to think about the things that they can do. I think that approach right there is better than, well, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this, you should be doing that. See, people are not going to take that too kindly. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I use that terminology a whole lot, turning that light bulb on. Sometimes we have to have somebody else turn that light bulb on, and then that idea comes into our mind, and then we be like, I never even looked at it like that. And then there you go, you just run with it. What you think about that, Hulk? Do you want to elaborate on that, my brother?
You said it pretty good, man. On there to say, like bridging the gap gonna take some time and stuff like that. But you know, there's always I look at it as there's always good in everybody. Some people just misunderstood, and that's the thing is that's the main thing I see is people being misunderstood because when somebody's talking and you don't let them finish talking, you thinking you know what they're gonna say, and then you just cut them off and respond, but you don't know what they're really gonna say until you actually finish and let them finish. So a lot of it's misunderstanding when you get into these debates or arguments. So to help bridge the gap, too, is the first thing that I do. We gotta listen. We gotta open our ears to listen to each one of us. Even the people from other communities, we can listen to them too because they could bring some insight because they're looking in from outside looking in. And always sometimes it can be a good perspective by a new set of eyes and ears on the subject too. So that's a good way too. That's all I gotta say with that. So
Yeah, and then Andy turned around and said, wow, you sound like a customer representative, not a driver. That's not what we get paid for. See, Andy probably already gone. What he don't understand is we do have to be customer representatives of our own business, of our own business. You got to be a customer representative representing your brand because you want to still to get paid. That means you got to interact with them if you want to get paid. You see what I'm saying? Or you can kill your business to where you don't make any money. So yeah, I done did customer service before with
mm,
Lyft. With Lyft, I was a Lyft executive ambassador. You
mm,
know, I became a platinum driver and everything, and they was like, "Look, we want to get in touch with you. You know, we have 25. We got to pick the top 25% of drivers out of your area, and we want you to try this program." But 3 weeks before that program, a representative came from San Francisco, and they was my customer. And the type of questions this person was asking wasn't the normal questions that customers ask. I knew I was being profiled at that time from somebody from a corporate office. You know, they asked me about Lyft, they asked me about Uber. And then next thing you know, I got the email notification in 3 weeks.
mm,
Yes. Yes. So when we went in there as an executive ambassador, you can have your pop-up tent. You know, you can have all the stuff that you can sell and all of that. Then you can get referral bonuses off of, getting customers to, sign up for Lyft. They gave us leads. Okay, they gave us leads, a lead list. Hello, Terry, how everything doing? wanted to drop in. I represent my business. When customers see my name, they know that they can be relieved and that they are getting quality customer service. Gotta go, Rev, and have a great day. Yes, she do. That's the reason why I showcase her channel more than once. And check her channel out. Terry Trips, Tips, and Talk. She does exactly what a driver's supposed to do. And Andy said, what drivers to look at? She's one you need to look at. She's an up and coming content creator. You got Miko, the entrepreneur. She's in here as well. Check her channel out. You know what I'm saying? And then you can learn things from them that can help you, have a pretty good business model. Yeah, I'm going to showcase these content creators. Yeah, I want to showcase all content creators, in our space. And I want to do a documentary and put them in the history in this community. You know what I'm saying? We'll have that Hall of Fame, for those drivers that came in and all of that. Who knows? Somebody may come out with the great idea. So I take this burden off of you. I'll deal with this category here and make sure that it's fair and square. So that's what it's all about. It's not even about bashing people. It's about us getting out there, getting that right information out there. Because now the world is looking at us, ladies and gentlemen. We always wanted them to hear our voices. They hear us. Now they're watching us. I'm letting you know they are watching us. So we are doing something in the right direction. We are going in the right direction. God has given us a revelation to do things in a new direction. And that's where we're going with this here. Anything else you want to share with us, Hulk? Take your time. What's up, Doordash, Rick?
Well, you said a lot there. We said a lot too. Basically, basically, the thing is, we just grown the channel to have people like want to come to learn and also have a place that they could talk to. Talk to content creators or other people in the chat. Also, have a voice. So that's what this channel to me is good going to be about. Also, because we're not here. We don't always want the drama and stuff. But we don't mind having different views because that makes it interesting because then you can learn from somebody else's point of view. So that's it's not really drama, but it's just like a little debate or whatever. You just having other people way of thinking of things because then they're like, wow, I haven't really thought of it like that. Or explain why you think it's not right, but you expect you hear what that person is saying. And then you get an insight because everybody has their own way of thinking, and they are in different markets, and then they tell them how their market will be. Which you might be able to do some stuff in your market and try it out. It's not going to hurt, you know. It might help you, but it might not, you know. So you won't know, you know. I learned some things from other content creators and put it into my market, and some things work and some things didn't. But I took the chance, and try to see what will work for me and what won't work for me.
Yes, I did too. You're right. You're definitely right.
Anybody in
Yes,
the chat got any questions for us? You could hold it in the chat, and we can
yeah,
try to answer it right now if you want.
yes. Let's go ahead and do
Anybody
that
else?
Q&A section. Yeah, let's go ahead
Well,
and do that QA section. I agree with you 100%. We're already at the hour mark. Give them time to put questions in there and all of that.
mhm.
Yes.
I appreciate you let me do this, man. This is a new spot, a new thing for me. I'll get better as time, and you'll help me.
Well, you all good,
Okay.
brother. We're right here together and everything. You did a great
Yeah,
job today, man. You
yeah,
don't know how much you have helped me today. This helps
mhm,
sells the atmosphere.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Yes, it is
hmm
market dependent. TFT
hmm
says market dependent. It is. You
yeah,
know, I got 4 different zones. That's like we got several different zones. So I look at it as 7 different markets, although it's in Shelby County. You know, you got a market to where if you go past 2 miles, you in trouble. You need to stay within 2 miles and less to get your orders. And you need to decline a whole lot of orders in that particular area if you're gonna get any good orders. You know what I'm saying? We have a market like that there. You know, and then we got another market. You got 2 cities in that whole market is a whole hot zone for just 2 cities. So yeah, you know, that's the reason why I mean you gotta turn that light bulb on for yourself. You know, and then an idea gonna come up that I haven't even mentioned.
Can I
That's
elaborate on that a little bit?
there you go. Go ahead.
Okay. On top of that, sometimes like when you're in a certain market and it don't seem like you are making what you can, try a different market. You know, like some stuff I try in different markets that work better in those markets and different apps than it does in a certain market I'm in now. Like, you know, I'm in a new market, you know, because I'm in Lansing, Michigan, you know, visiting my in-laws and stuff. But I don't know this market, so I'm learning it. But I'm learning that, like, actually, Grand Rapids, not really Grand Rapids, a little bit past Grand Rapids. I don't know all of it. A little past Grand Rapids is actually a better market than in Grand Rapids when I go there. Lansing, when I worked at Lansing, doing Doordash, it's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of like just fast food restaurants. So you don't really get too many high paying orders there. But I use that market because if I want to stay close to my in-laws' house, I use that
Right.
market for that because then I'm not traveling that far. But I get orders constantly, you know, back to back. So even though they're little low paying orders, I call them nickel and dime orders. You heard that term. So I'll
Yes,
get
sir.
those nickel and dime orders, but they add up. And
Mm-hmm.
I noticed they don't really tip because the area that and stuff are. I'm
Mm-hmm.
still venturing. I'm still venturing different markets around too. So I found some markets that are good, but I had to venture a little far to get to them.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta know if you're willing to travel too. You know, because what we do, all gig work, not all gig work, but all delivery job gig work, you gotta travel. You gotta drive your
Mm-hmm.
car and go from point A to point B. So you gotta also put that in consideration too. When I was back in Columbia and Blythewood and stuff, that's where I actually live in South Carolina. You know, one of the jobs I do is point pickup. I gotta go up to Rock Hill, so I'm in another completely different market in Rock Hill. There's a contact
Mm-hmm.
creator out there in Rock Hill, but I go out there to start if I do point pickup. When I do point pickup from there, it takes me to Charlotte, North Carolina, and different parts of North Carolina on the edges and stuff. I make good money when I do point pickup, but I have to travel about 45 minutes from where I live to Rock Hill just to get those jobs if I do that app. But then when I'm up there, when I finish those apps, I do other apps while I'm up there too. So
Mm-hmm.
it makes it worthwhile. And then sometimes I stay overnight. You know, I'll get a hotel because I don't have to come home or whatever. But then I just drive home. It depends on the day or whatever to do. But the whole point is you have to test all these different areas to see what you fit in, and then what's best for you as a person. You know, like do you want to travel far? You don't want to travel far, then I'll go to something like Lansing. You get nickel and dime orders, but you get a lot of them all the time, constantly. I had to turn the app off on DoorDash just to go to the bathroom because they kept sending me constantly orders. And I get double, triple stacks of orders at the same time on those in Lansing, Michigan. So
Right. I got a question. You know, you up there where they got that new tier program. How's that program working for you?
um, I, I'm gonna my app just said for an update, and I didn't update it. I'm gonna update it tonight, and I'll get back with you on that because I just now getting it. Because other things, you remember when I was telling you about the glitching that was happening to my phone with the map,
Mm-hmm.
and then you told me take it off of that map and then go on just a regular Google map. Well, It just sent another update, but I didn't do it yet. But I'll do it later on before I go to bed, and there should be the TED program on it.
Okay.
Instead, I'm gonna experiment that because I never did it because I don't
Right.
have it yet in my market where I reside at, but it's up there in Michigan. So when I do that there, I'll get back with you. That could be a video. I'll show you some screenshots.
All right. TFT said I'd rather take 10 back-to-back lowball orders that sit for an hour for one banger. Okay. Okay.
Well, see, TFT was saying something pretty much what I was saying. When I'm in Lansing, like I was saying, I do those nickel and dime orders. Back to back to back to back to back, keep me moving. But they added up, and then I'm getting like, double stack, triple stacks on them too. And like I said,
Mm-hmm.
I had to pause my app just to go to the bathroom because they were just giving me back to back. I would make one restaurant go, then they give me another one. Sometimes it's just all one. Like I get an order, I got three names to go on the same restaurant. One time they gave me a restaurant, I had to go here. Then they had to do a shopping pay. Then they had to do another restaurant. You know, it's crazy, but that market is kind of fast. So I wasn't used to that because and this is on EBT, not EPO. This is on EBT. I never did the EPO there yet, so I'm gonna go next week and try EPO and see what I can get. I might be getting different orders because I am on a large order program as well. I am a top
Right.
dasher. And
Right.
then now that peer system's there, I might get that. So then my whole app will probably be different once I update it.
All right. Yeah, I was looking at my daughter getting my grandchildren. She put them in the yeah, they had a good time last night. I want to address something that she called herself Queen Deetra Hammond's. She's saying that we talking too much, and then she's saying something else. Well, then if that's what we was talking about. If this channel isn't for you, find a channel that fits your preference, fits your behavior, fits your personality, and fits your attitude, and we won't be messed up about that. And I did delete that message down there because I don't like a lot of foul language on my channel all the time. We don't use it. You see what I'm saying? So if you think you're gonna come in here and smash us with a whole lot of bad words, just like then, I'll just give you a sample example of what I'll do. I'll delete your message. He'll do the same thing. I got moderators that will do it in here as well. So like I said, if you got any questions, ask some questions. If you don't have any questions you want to bring insults, maybe you need to go to the channel. That's what they like to do. You see, that's not me bashing the channel that does stuff like that. Maybe you'll get a more entertainment, more value from channels that match your character. That's all we saying. All right, all right. I don't see
Well,
anybody asking
let's
any
let's
questions
let's
now.
ask Miss Tarika, what would she want to talk about? I just
Yeah,
want to
go ahead.
know since she made that comment. You talk too much, blah blah blah. So what do you want to talk about? Give us some ideas. What you want to talk about. If anything interests you that you might want to talk about.
Probably ain't gonna get no comment. That's probably somebody just coming in here hitting it. But see, that's the beauty of it. You see, when you have a co-host that see things, that's the reason why he's a co-host today. I'm gonna have another co-host for another day, and they're gonna see things, and they trying to bridge that gap. That's what we're trying to do, bridge that gap. You know, you seeing the comments from them yet?
No, I'm still looking. I keep refreshing it to see, but nobody said that. You blocked out. You took that one comment off that she was saying something, but then the other one is still on it. But I didn't see nothing else. I was looking to see if she was up before, but nope, that was
Yeah,
it.
I can put it back so you can see it. You see it now?
No, that's all. No, I don't. I
No,
don't need to see it. I saw it when you took it off before you took
you
it off.
did. All right, so
Yeah, but I was just asking her for that comment. What she might want to talk about? They say we talk too much, but what would you want to talk about or give us suggestions on the show? We always open to suggestions on the show. Anybody in the chat, that's on there. You got any suggestions on the show? It's
What's up?
hi Torp, how you doing?
Got any questions, Torp? See, now we're in the Q&A session. We're not having anybody asking any questions. We'll take a few questions now. We're in the Q&A section. What we doing is we bridging the gap from my end. I'm moving in a different direction. I'm separating from certain situations. That's not because I'm trying to show a negative impact on somebody else. No, I just got a different direction of things I got to do and address in new projects. So I'm going to the next level of what my channel is all about. That's all it is. So yeah, that's all it is. How you doing today? How's everything in Kentucky? It started snowing there yet? I was reading something Andy was talking about. But yeah, Andy been checking out the channel, not just one and two videos. I think Andy done looked at least 10 to 20 different videos. I got to catch up on a lot of them comments. But yeah, we this is a good thing we got going on, Hulk. And like I said, Hulk and myself is going to get with military veterans and drivers. The only way you can pop on Torp is I only got one space. That's on YouTube Live. So the only way you hop on, he hop off. He's the co-host today, so you won't be able to get on today or whatever. I didn't have the live today to do no debates. I didn't have the live to do no interviews, but I have a co-host today, and we was talking about safety. Would you like to give any input in the chat about safety awareness? For our viewers, as well as yours, and as well as mine, and as well as of the community. Well, I guess not. Anybody else? Red, Doordash, Rick, TFT. I saw Mrs. Reese in here. Anyone have anything they want to, elaborate about safety awareness that we may have forgot about? Gig, drive, and thrive. Necro getting bags, and Bobby, y'all have any viewpoints you want to put in about safety awareness and everything? Because I know we didn't cover everything. We definitely didn't cover everything. Miko said don't work at night. Well, okay.
Well, night comes early. Night comes early. It's 5:50 where I'm at, and night was here a little bit. You saw it when it was changed. I had to turn the light on so that everybody's sleeping. So
Right.
night comes early. So, but she has a good point though. Like if you don't have like good eyesight for night because the lights will glare and hurting you, you might want to like adjust your schedule because night comes early a lot of times in a lot of spaces now. So that's a safety awareness thing. So she has a good point. Don't work at night. I'll put that reiterate that. I got glasses on, so like even though I have glasses on, sometimes the light depends on these lights. They mess up with my eyes. And I'm getting a new pair that does the reflection and stuff, so it takes that glare out. But these don't have that. So my
Go
other
ahead. I'll be
pair that
right
I
back.
get will have that.
I'm gonna have a conversation with my folks right quick. Go ahead. Let me cut
Yeah.
that alarm
So,
off.
so she has a good point there.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's why I was agreeing with you, Miss Miko. That like you stop at 6 because you know that your time, night's there though, and like other people too. Like I was saying earlier, some people might not see at night, but they try to push their way because of different things too. So, so that's a safety thing there. So I appreciate that. Well, try it, talk. Try to say what you can on a text. When you type in the chat, try anyway. You know,
All right, I'm back.
try what you can, talk. What you want to say? Say the best what you can typing, and we'll decipher it. One of us will decipher it and answer your question. So there's no wrong questions here or anything. And how you type, we could decipher what you say, man. So don't worry about that. Torp say he wants to have the question, but he said, "Yeah, boss, but I can't type that well." That's why I was explaining to him. Go ahead and say how you say it. We can decipher what you're trying to say.
Yep.
So I'm not a good typer either. It takes me a while to type. So
Yeah, like I said, this live is not bashing anybody. We just, I wanted to address some things and keep everybody in the loop of where this channel is going and the things that we're going to be doing in the future. That's basically it. We separating ourselves from a lot of things because we got other things to do. That's all it is. Nothing
well,
more,
Torp
nothing
says
less.
here. Sorry to bring up. Torp says here. Let me get it up on the screen here again. I'm I'm a big fan of the Rev. That's all. Well, I know he appreciates that, man. He appreciates that real good. That you're a good fan and stuff for him, and he's a fan of yours too. So I mean, I know he is. He told me already. So and he's right here. He can tell you himself. But I know he already told me he's a good fan of yours too. So
Yeah. We had a lot of good conversations. Those conversations is not going to end. Like I said, I used to reside in Kentucky. I mean, he's there in Kentucky. That's the reason why I was asking how is the weather in Kentucky
mm-hmm.
right now, and everything like that, because I know how it is. And Terry, she's in the area where I know it's snowing right now. And so that's another topic we want to talk about maybe in the next video that we do. We want to talk about how to take care of yourself during the winter months. What you need for your safety and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Have a heat blanket and stuff like that, flashlights, um, battery charger, water, and a tire inflator and stuff, plugs and stuff like that. I don't want to talk about all the subjects. That's the reason why we bring guests on to be co-hosts. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm doing that. Um, we made 1,000 subscribers. And we thank everybody for that. So the gift that I'm giving for being able to meet that milestone, you can be a subscriber. You can just be just a plain viewer. You just reach out to me on my channel, my business inquiry phone number. If you want to be a co-host, you can be on here and do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? You can be a customer. We welcome customers to come to this channel. We do. Business owners, we welcome you to this channel. To be a co-host. That's my giveaway for, making 1,000 subscribers. So I'll probably be doing it within the next 30 days. I might, increase it to 60 days or 90 days. We don't know yet, but I want to be able to have people know that here you have a voice. But we got to be respectable to one another. We're not going to be doing all that crazy stuff to one another, not on this platform. That's not the direction this platform going in. And George, you've done a great job this evening and everything with us, man. And is there anything anybody else saying in the chat? I'm trying to make sure I hadn't missed anybody.
I'm looking myself. You just said to talk. Thank you, talk, and that's about the last thing right there.
Glad Thunder came by and stopped by. Mr. G stopped by. Red stopped by. Andy stopped by. Nick Rollbag stopped in. Mrs. Reese stopped in. And I'm quite sure Reese was there too. I already had said what I had to say about everything. I just want everybody just to think about respecting one another and everything when you're on this channel. Because I don't have that kind of channel. That's not doing things or throwing mud slinging on anybody else's channel. I did enough of that in the past, and we want to move forward, and that's what we're
Well,
going to do.
you got to also thank TFT, Bobby. They stopped by. Also, Miss Mika stopped by. Mr. Andy stopped by. Miss Rika stopped by. Torp stopped by. I'm just naming the names that you didn't name first, giving them recognition too.
That's right. And
So
and
you know,
and
you
major deliverers was in here too. Doordash
the
Rick.
information, the information man, he stopped by. He delivered stopped by. Uh, Demetrius Gaston stopped by.
And Mr. D is from he shops in this area. He's from my market.
Okay.
I call him Mr. D. He stops in our
Mhm.
market and everything. I'm gonna give him a call too after we get through. But what are your
Did you say
last
Gig
words?
was official? Gig was official stopped by. Did you say her?
Yup, I said red.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry.
No, you good, brother. We just making sure that we dot our I's,
Oh.
cross our T's, pause at our commas, stop at our periods. So that's respectable. You have any last words for the people?
Last words is just enjoy yourself. Try to enjoy life the best you can. Um, go out there, make your money. Be safe about it, though. All money ain't good money. It's a little saying that my uncle and other people tell me in the past too. All money ain't good money. You gotta look at that and think about it. Like you want to work so many hours and not get that much sleep. If you can handle it, that's fine. But if you can't, there's always tomorrow if you're alive. But don't put yourself in a situation that's gonna put you in jeopardy or somebody else's life in jeopardy too. You gotta think of that too. And if you have family, everybody has family, friends, and somebody they want to come home to, or somebody who loves them. If they don't live in your house now, you have somebody who cares about you. You wanna speak to that person again. So you wanna make sure that when you do these stuff out here, be mindful. You got know your body too. You got to work on your body as well. You know, um, because you sit in these cars and stuff. You got to do stuff. There's gonna be an accident that we gotta do research on the stuff that we could do stuff. Like when I know I'm waiting for orders. Here's an example. I'm waiting for orders. I know I'm waiting for an order or whatever. I'll go out there and walk around my car. You know, just some laps with my phone in my hand, just walk around the car. You know, that'll give me some exercise, so I won't and you don't get your blood flowing too. Because you sit so long, you can hurt yourself as well. So you want to get a move, get those, get the blood flowing and everything and moving. You want to have your body moving as well. So I'm gonna look more into that too, because it's gonna be like a health lesson too, because that'll help us, with our job, so that we could go out and perform our job the best as we can. So that'll be another time. I'm gonna get some do some research so that when we bring that out, I know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to say something I don't know what I'm talking about. I want to have all the facts. I'm gonna do my research, and so that's gonna be my homework. As Unc says, do your homework. So I'm gonna do my homework. So I'm gonna be doing. So when we get that,
I thank everybody for what y'all have done and contribute to this community. It keeps me humble. I thank the ones
mm-hmm,
that turn the light bulb on in my dark room to come up with the creativity of how I do my content. I thank God Almighty and my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. He's a very valuable person in my life,
mm-hmm,
and the more that he teaches me how to have compassion and love and to have love for others, that's what I want to go ahead and display for the year ending here and beginning the next year. Life is too short, ladies and gentlemen, and we waste most of it too much on meaningless things and being too petty towards one another. Not just in this space, I see it out here in these streets out here. A person sit there and try to see can they cut somebody off to be in line first and all of that. Let's be mindful and be respectful of one another. Let's not break them boundaries. And that's pretty much all I gotta say. This was a pretty good live. You did a good show again with me as a co-host. Like I said, I done made 1,000 subscribers. I thank everybody for that. Anybody want to be co-host on one of my live streams, get in touch with me with my business inquiry phone number on my about page, and we'll get you in this space. Peace, take care, and happy holidays to you, and we see you in the next one.